Welcome back, action lovers and K-drama enthusiasts, to Drama versus English. If you thought 2026 had already given us its best thrillers, brace yourselves, because SBS is officially preparing to unleash an absolute cinematic storm. Today, we are breaking down the highly anticipated, adrenaline-fueled official trailer for SBS's eagerly awaited action masterpiece, Agent Kim Reactivated. Now, if the title sounds familiar to the hardcore comic readers out there, that's because this series is directly inspired by and adopted from a massive hit webtoon that has accumulated millions of views for its raw, brutal, and unmatched combat storytelling. The narrative introduces us to Manager Kim, brought to life by the legendary ultimate alpha of Korean television, So Ji-sub. On the surface, Manager Kim is the definition of ordinary. He is a quiet, unassuming savings bank employee who goes to work, nods his head to his bosses, avoids conflict, and lives an incredibly humble life. But his entire universe doesn't revolve around corporate ladders. It revolves around his beloved daughter, Minji. He is a deeply devoted father whose only dream is to provide a safe, peaceful life for her. However, that fragile peace is completely and violently shattered in a single afternoon when Minji suddenly and mysteriously disappears without a trace. Kidnapped by dark, unseen forces from the city's underbelly, her disappearance sets off a ticking time bomb. Look at this incredible visual transformation highlighted in the trailer. The moment he realizes his daughter is in real danger, something shifts inside his eyes. The ordinary, submissive office worker completely vanishes. With every passing second, he literally and metaphorically sheds the skin of a corporate slave and embraces the terrifying reality of who he actually is. A legendary, feared, former North Korean special operative who once operated in the absolute darkest shadows of espionage. He is a man trained to be a human weapon, possessing lethal skills that the civilized world has entirely forgotten. The trailer sets up an incredible high-stakes premise. Manager Kim is wagering absolutely everything, throwing away his peaceful civilian identity and challenging the entire criminal underworld to rescue the daughter who means infinitely more to him than his own life. This isn't just a rescue mission, it's a highly trained apex predator being forced back into the hunting grounds. But what makes Agent Kim Reactivated stand completely apart from your typical one-man army action tropes is the incredible, legendary ensemble cast that joins So Ji-sub on this warpath. The trailer introduces us to a league of extraordinary, badass fathers who all share one common trait: you do not want to mess with their children. First, we have the phenomenal Choi Hoon taking on the powerful role of Sung Han-soo. Han-soo is Taehoon's father, a man whose glorious, high-intensity past as both a national taekwondo champion and a deep-cover secret agent still echoes violently within his muscle memory. He might look like a regular middle-aged dad at a barbecue, but when the switch flips, his lethal kicks are just as sharp as they were during his prime espionage days. Alongside him, we get the incredible Yoon Kyung-ho portraying Park Jin-chil, the fiercely protective father of Da-bin. Jin-chil is a man possessed by a completely fearless, untamable spirit.
The trailer heavily emphasizes his character philosophy. The greatest, most terrifying courage on this planet doesn't come from military medals or political power. It lies in a father who has absolutely nothing left to lose when protecting his family. But every legendary group of heroes needs an equally monumental, terrifying antagonist, and the trailer delivers exactly that. Adding massive intrigue, danger, and a dark psychological edge to the plot is the brilliant Joo Sang Wook, stepping into the villainous shoes of Joo Kang-chan. Kang-chan is the utterly ruthless, cold-blooded chairman of Joo-hak Construction. But don't let the legitimate corporate title fool you. This man didn't graduate from an Ivy League business school. He is a brutal gangster who clawed his way up from the absolute bloody depths of the criminal underworld straight to the top of the corporate food chain. He is an extreme sociopath who firmly, arrogantly believes that absolute wealth and political power can overcome any obstacle, bypass any law, and crush any human being who dares to stand in his path. The trailer does a phenomenal job of setting up the inevitable, catastrophic collision course between Joo Kang-chan's corrupt, multi-million-dollar criminal empire and a desperate, hyper-lethal father who is armed with nothing but raw fury and special forces training. Amidst all the flying fists, shattered glass, and high-stakes gunplay, the trailer introduces a fascinating element of mystery and emotional groundedness through the character of Sang-ah, portrayed beautifully by the stunning Son Na Eun.
Sang Ah is introduced as Manager Kim's quiet enigmatic coworker at the savings bank. On the surface, she seems like just another corporate employee processing loans and spreadsheets, but as the trailer progresses, we realize she is watching him much more closely than anyone else. When Manager Kim's world completely implodes after his daughter's kidnapping, Sang Ah doesn't run away in fear like the rest of the world. Instead, she quietly, deliberately steps directly into his chaotic life, offering hidden support, tactical intelligence, or a safe haven right when he needs it most. The chemistry teased between Soji Sub and Son Na Eun in these brief trailer clips is incredibly layered. She isn't just a damsel or a side character. She is quietly weaving herself straight into the beating heart of his dangerous journey, harboring her own enigmatic motives that will surely keep us guessing throughout the season. Now let's talk about the absolute elite production value that SPS is bringing to the table here. The cinematography showcased in this official trailer looks entirely cinematic, matching the grand scale of a big-budget action movie rather than a standard television drama. The stunt choreography is heavily inspired by the raw, realistic, and bone-crushing style of the original Webtoon. We are seeing Soji Sub engage in highly tactical close-quarters combat, utilizing his environment, martial arts, and military precision to take down rooms full of armed mercenaries. The director is utilizing a gritty, neon-noir color palette that perfectly contrasts the cold, boring corporate daytime bank with the dark, wet, and dangerous nighttime alleys of Seoul's underworld. Every single punch feels heavy, every gunshot carries massive narrative weight, and the pacing of the trailer polishes an absolute non-stop thrill ride that doesn't sacrifice character depth for mindless explosions.
As we wrap up our massive, comprehensive breakdown of this official trailer, it's clear why Agent Kim Reactivated is tracking to be one of the absolute highest-rated action series of the entire year. Adopting a legendary webtoon is always a massive gamble, but casting Soji Sub as Manager Kim is an absolute stroke of genius. He possesses that rare, commanding screen presence where he can look completely harmless and heartbroken one second and look like the most terrifying predator on Earth the very next. The dynamic of having a trio of elite retired operative fathers teaming up to take down a corrupt corporate mafia is the exact kind of high-octane, emotionally satisfying storytelling that audiences are craving. This series promises a flawless blend of heart-wrenching family devotion, complex corporate conspiracies, and top-tier action set pieces that will keep our adrenaline pumping every single week. This official trailer has officially set our expectations through the roof. What are your personal thoughts on Soji Sub's massive action comeback? Do you think the live-action adaptation will live up to the legendary reputation of the original webtoon? And what do you think is Sang Ah's true hidden identity? Drop all of your incredible theories, excitement, and predictions in the comment section down below. I love reading through your amazing insights. If you thoroughly enjoyed this detailed deep dive trailer analysis and want more premium action and thriller K-drama content just like this, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel Drama vs. English, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a single episode breakdown, spoiler update, or review. Thank you so much for your incredible time and support. Stay safe, keep your adrenaline high, and I will see you all in our very next video.